my Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your timeless romantic soulmate read here on Drawing the Circles YouTube channel. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, fellow earth sign Virgo that I am, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, my bulls. Hope all is well. Very happy to be doing this series again. There is an extended on VIMEO.com, and these have been a lot of fun. At least the first one, the Aries one that I did yesterday, I'm doing them the day before they hit. So eventually I'll get a day off when it all gets caught up, but for right now, very, very happy to be doing this read. First, some business before we get down to business. My book, Words of Grace, has hit Kindle. Yay! The original version I have, but I took down my version of the ebook. It's Fellini. What my Kindle editor Dylan Martinson did is brilliant. He really cleaned it up. It's a totally different look, way more minimalist, but I dig it. It's great. So go check it out. Links in the description box, as well as I am doing this on a Monday night, and Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I host a tarot party on my Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page. It is paid. It is Zoom. I actually got the subscriber deal. I'm on Zoom, so I can, even if we remember to record it, can send links to all party goers, and it is a party. Usually it's only 10 participants. It's only been women so far. I know a whole bunch of women and me. What else is new? And it's fun. Bring a drink, right? Pajama party, whatever. We have a really, really good time. It's a safe and very supportive environment as the conversations go on between perhaps two people in the room who are meant to be friends and have met that way. We've already seen that happen. So it's really, really cool. Come check it out. Links in the description box. Now, as for you, my Taurus, let's talk about this reading, right? You're going to get a 13-card read here. Two archetype cards, Caroline Myss archetype cards, one to represent the most dominant archetype in you in this soulmate contract, and one for the other person. So we don't have to do that masculine, feminine, which one am I deal. Although in soulmate contracts, I'll explain those in a minute, there can be quite a bit of mirroring, and for cross-watchers, it's going to pop back and forth most likely anyway. So you take that as it resonates. Standard YouTube rules apply, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check your other signs, because you might be looking at another romantic soulmate contract, or maybe different insights and archetypes into this one that we're going to look at. But then what we're going to do is, once we get those two cards down, we're going to do two element spreads. Daughters of the Moon for you on this side, Mythic Tarot for your soulmate contract partner on the other, Fire, Earth, Air, Water, Spirit. Oh, and I forgot. How dare I forget? This would be the 13th card, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. I just didn't have it out on the table from the reads I was doing earlier. So you'll even get a healing mantra, because a healing mantra in a soulmate contract is helpful because of the quantum entanglement of any soulmate contract. As one heals, the other heals. That's why even if you don't know each other, when you finally meet, you realize how much you have in common, because you've been connected via quantum entanglement since before you were even born, right? And keep in mind, soulmate contracts and twin flame contracts are different. There are links in the description box explaining the difference between the two, and I just want to leave it at that, except to say that, of course, you have more than one soulmate. You may have hundreds in a lifetime, because they're not all romantic sexual. That is why these are the romantic. Got it? The romantic soulmate contract reads that I do, right? Because my mom and I are soulmates. The foundation of a soulmate contract is you help each other heal. It doesn't mean you always get along, but it always works itself out. You return to love. Thank you, Marianne Williamson, and of course, Miracles. So this is very specific in terms of the type of soulmate, or at least we should say the form of soulmate contract, because these are the hardest ones. I'm sorry. Like, family stuff will heal or it won't. You know, you do or you don't. But romantic ones, these ones have taken lifetimes, soul incarnations over and over and over again. So chances are it's always going to be past life oriented in a soulmate contract read, regardless of form, but particularly the romantic sexual. You with me? So let's do this. All the decks that I read are always in the description box. Did I say general read? Yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Oh, and in the extended, you're getting at least 17 other cards on top of this. So I'm going to surpass the number of cards in the reading. We're going to clarify the crap out of this thing, and they're really cool. So we don't have to guess if it's romantic, sexual, so let's get up in this gig. Please, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace I can from my pantheons, because understand that the more these soulmate contracts come together, the influx of love into the Earth's electromagnetic grid is really what it's all about. And we signed up for this shit, so let's do it. Breathe. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sorry, I just had an easy A Emma Stone moment. Oh yeah, my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of soulmate contracts, and the higher selves of all involved. Fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. Yeah. Who are we looking at here? In the Taurus collective sun, Moon, rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, timeless, but you know, I'm doing this the first day of March 2021, so whenever they catch this, what's the dominant archetype for the Taurus in this contract? No. See, they said if it's two cards, it's not either one of them. Keep going. They keep teaching me every day. A winding road. Show me the Taurus, please. The dominant archetype in play for the Taurus in this contract and for their happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract partner. Scripted before you even incarnated. Let's have a nice good look. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Now, keep in mind, archetypes are neutral, the way these cards are written. Thank you, Carolyn Mace. Carolyn Mace. The shadow and the light written upon them. The shadow is what you don't want to look at within yourself, or if you know about it, you don't want anybody else to know about it. Private agenda, hidden stuff. The gold is what you are shooting for. And therefore, the shadow is what you are helping each other heal, even if you haven't met yet. It doesn't matter. This is the how the contract is written. This is a contract read. The light attribute is what you're shooting for. We've got the nature child for you, which makes total sense, my Taurus, right? And the mentor archetype, a survival family archetype. Everybody has the four survival family archetypes. The child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. They're all neutral. They're all a balance of lead and gold, light and shadow. It's where you are in your process. But the nature child is if you want to say, a sub-archetype within the child archetype. Survival family, and the mentor is the wisdom family archetype. So I don't want to say this is completely May to December, but there is a certain feel here already in place. I mean, a child and a mentor, that kind of sets us. I mean, we're not talking literal children here. Everybody, I don't care how old you are, you have a child archetype because you were a child. I mean, unless you're a walk-in, and then what the hell are you watching a reading for? God, walk-ins, welcome. No. Thank you very much. I'll watch the rest of this movie myself. Thank you. Let's look at the shadow here. Now, the child archetype, regardless of sub-pattern, is about safety and innocence, right? If the child in us feels safe, it's up for anything. You can see everything with innocent, clear eyes, but if it doesn't feel safe, no. Now, maybe you knew these kids when you were a kid. The shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. And seeing that in an adult is horrifying, right? The light attribute, friendship with animals, communication with nature spirits. I got it. I am a Virgo. Communication with animals alone, the conversations I have with my cats, and they talk back. They call me mama. But when they get up in my face and go, meow, I go, oh, what the fuck, right? It's a little literal for me, a little literal. But this is a lovely archetype, and it makes sense if you're the Taurus here, right? To really allow yourself, Mother Earth, to be the child of Mother Earth. And I know for some of you, you're just like, yes, that's me. I can feel it. I can feel the waves. The person in this contract, though, the mentor, wisdom family archetype, the shadow attribute, inability to allow the student to move up to the role of master. I've been on the other side of that. Imparting false instructions. Nasty. That's cruel. That's cruel. It's so sabotorial. But the light attribute, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So look, whether or not this person is a mentor literally in the world, a business mentor or otherwise, there's definitely a soulmate contract here and something going on, and it's hitting you in your innocence, right? If you're the Taurus watching this, there is something visceral here. Let's look. Daughters of the Moon, as I said, I love the element spread. I used to read these in the clubs in Boston in the 80s. Yeah, read my About Me thing on my drawingthecircleproductions.com website. It's a fun read. I had fun writing that. The whole book and all of that. So, Daughters of the Moon, we're going to look fire, earth, air, water, spirit for you. If you're the Taurus with the nature child archetype, we'll do the same with the Mythic Tarot for your partner with the mentor archetype. Please take a nice deep breath. My goddesses of earth and the sign of Taurus, of which you are many. Please, one card in clarity. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video represented as the nature child, with the nature child archetype, I should say, in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract, this timeless read with this mentor archetype. Please, what is this Taurus with the nature child fire? What's the element of fire? What is their heart's desire? What is their earth, the fuel that feeds the fire so they may manifest their heart's desire? What is their element of air, their predominant line of thought in this contract? What is their element of water, how they predominantly feel? And most importantly, the power of spirit. What is the voice or the point of view of the soul that was chosen amongst all other souls to play this role in this soulmate contract? March 2021 or timeless. Now, before we turn those over, let's just do the same for the mentor here so that we can flip them over element by element. It's way more fun that way, I think. Breathe. Yeah, in the extended, I flip the decks and I clarify Daughters of the Moon on this side and Mythic Tarot on that side. So it's, you really get the yin and the yang of the whole thing eventually. My gods of earth and the sign of Taurus. Woo, please. This feels solid and wise. Please, 5 cards in clarity element spread for the soulmate partner here to this Taurus, this nature child archetype that has the mentor archetype here. Element of fire. What is it, this mentor archetype? What's their heart's desire? What is their element of earth, the fuel that feeds the fire that they may manifest their heart's desire? The element of air that fuels the fire, their predominant thought and their desire. Their element of water, how they predominantly feel, the deeper depths of what they seek. Nope, 2 cards, I hear ya. What is their dominant emotion on this? It feels like a little, I don't know, we'll see. And most importantly, the power of spirit, the voice and the point of view of the soul that was chosen above all other souls to play this role with this other soul in this soulmate contract. March 2021 or timeless. This feels yummy. Let's see why. What do y'all want? Yeah, Major Arcana, first card's out. You got the card of Judgment. Oh, I love this card. It's called Celebration. In this deck, the Daughters of the Moon, and it looks like there are women dancing around like a central point in the woods. But if you look, let me move my finger. They are dancing on the belly of the great goddess. Breasts in the foreground, pubic mound in the back. They're dancing around her navel. A revelation, a final judgment being made, something clarified where it's like, oh, a revelation, and perhaps as you hear it over and over and over, possible reconciliation. they've got the strength card. So what they want is the ability to have the courage to do this, right? They very well may have strong feelings here for you, but they need to tame that lion. Now, I will say this is Heracles with the Nemean lion, not exactly, the lion doesn't end up really on the upper side of that one. But I will say it is about taking that passion, not jailing it where the spirit of the lion dies, or allowing it to run wild, ripping your life to pieces, right? Ripping you apart, those heart passions taken too far, but rather to befriend and tame, walk with the lion, which is very much the strength card in this deck. We'll see if that comes up. So you both want something very similar, and Major Arcana. This is power of spirit here speaking. Revelation, celebration, maybe reconciliation, and courage, strength, but also to contain, to move forward clearly, hopefully with honor. And remember, it's a mentor archetype. They may have that wisdom, right? Let's see, what's the element of earth here? Oh, interesting. We'll start with you, if you're the Taurus on this side. Six of Blades, manipulation, a neutral word. The card really has no reversal, right? So it really leaves it up to the movement of the mind, right? Think Six of Swords, right? This can be a card of therapy. This can be a card of counseling. This can be a card of just meditation, right? Kind of manipulating the mind, seeing things differently. You might have some more flexibility mentally on this than, say, your contract partner here who has the Seven of Wands. Not necessarily that they're defensive, but that they understand there are tasks to be taken here, hurdles to be jumped where perhaps they have to be a little guarded, a little defended, right? It's like, excuse me. This is Jason and the Argonauts, the quest of the Golden Fleece, right? They have to steal it from essentially a Titan-born sorcerer. Oh, read Circe by Madeline Miller. It's in there, sort of. Really, really, really looking at that there's some obstacles in the way, that they want this. I mean, the strength, and that's the thing. They want the strength card, and it looks like they have the exact par course, jumping over shit, right, to pull this off if they take the journey. But we've got a mentor here, so, you know, there's obviously a taking under the wing, and it's literally written on the card. It's such a beautiful card. Like, here we have, I don't know if you can see there, the mentor has taken a student under their wing. It's like, oh, nice wings. So, you know, keep in mind what you have here is the ability to manipulate this in your mind for weal or for woe, right? For healing or for harming, at least yourself here. So let's look. What is the element of air? Oh, you've got 2 6s. We'll get to him in a minute. You stay right there. So your predominant thought here is about emotional give and take. 6 of Cups also does speak of, and I will say, look, you know, it is a buzzword on YouTube reading. 6 of Cups. Oh, someone comes around from the past? Maybe. But in this deck, it's called compassion. Right? Compassion for yourself, compassion for the other. There's definitely an emotional bond feeling here. I do feel like you know each other. If you don't, and this is somebody you have not met yet, I think it all still does apply. You know, they want I mean, you really want something revealed. You want, how could you not know each other though, is what I'm feeling here. Because with 2 6s, one right after the other, 6 of Blades in your element of earth, what you have as an earth sign is your ability to kind of like see this differently, juggle it in your head, weal or woe, right? Hurting yourself or not, right? Helping or hurting. But with what's on your mind is the compassion of this, about the equal give and take. Now, if there's not an equal give and take right there, I could see why. But I don't know that that has everything to do with you. That might just be like if this is a student-teacher sort of relationship, or if there's an age gap that might to them be considered an obstruction that they need to guard themselves against, or maybe this is something that is on the down low. Right? Careful, but I think you want it revealed if that is true. Drama. So, oh, I didn't do his yet. Yeah, what is he thinking? He is thinking Ten of Pentacles. He is thinking like family life. He is thinking like not just the solid foundation. I'm saying him. I'm getting out of the Divine Feminine on this side, Divine Masculine on this side for these reads. I think it's just easier that way for me. Is thinking the larger picture, is thinking, okay, I may very well have my own, I'm willing to do this, or at least I want the strength to do it, but there is money at stake here. I can feel this. This could be about job position, right? So they might be thinking about their financial stability in the future. Should this be something that's not supposed to be going on during business hours, so to speak? What's the element of water here? Now here comes your Earth cards. You got the Two of Pentacles. You're not so sure. This is a juggling thing for you emotionally. One day you feel yes, one day you feel no. One day you feel safe, the next you don't. I get it. I understand this. There's definitely something. Check your soul. I'm going to tell anybody watching any of my videos here, listen to your solar plexus viscerally. It will tell you if you are violating your honor code. It's the voice of your soul, your personal power. Honor thyself, the sacred truth of the solar plexus. Thank you, Carolyn Mace, wherever you are, right? Blessed be, I love her. So true. It's like honor yourself, and then I'm going, this is off. Something feels off here. I can't do this. And that's why I think there is something a little shady going on here, that you may want this all brought out into the open. This could be a very triggering read. But what's interesting, you're feeling the Two of Pentacles here. They're feeling the Three. They're like, but we could make this so stable, right? We could start building this together, right? I think they really want this. They've got the Strength card. They want the courage to pull this off. But I am getting a vibe, and it can't be for everybody watching this. This might be for a very small subset. Hey, Taurus Kitty. Hey, Melchior. Hi, buddy. You want to come up? No, he just wants to purr. I don't know if you can see him. He's a black cat on a black background. He's a good boy. Let's just keep going. Like I said, small subset of this is like either like a college person, some sort of some official capacity, and somebody that is under their care as a mentor, where something romantic sexual is going on. I think if this is from the past, though, that you are no longer in that relationship, you see what I'm saying? Where you are no longer their students. I have a rule. I will not sleep with my own students. Well, ladies, I'm gay to start with, so the majority of my students are female, so it's sort of like a no-brainer there. But if there is that spark there, I'm like, give it time. I can't right now. You are my student. It's a nasty dynamic, a power dynamic that does not belong there. But if this person at one point was, in some way, shape, or form, and maybe it's not professional, just somebody who has been there for you, imparted wisdom for you, then this is a lovely thing. So do you see the spectrum of risk here? Because that Two of Pentacles, you're like, oh, yeah, but right, totally feeling that. But they're like, hey, this could be good. We could do this. Point of view of the soul. Yeah, your soul is saying, darling, Ace of Flames. At least acknowledge that Ace of Flame in here. Let me just see. You got air, fire, water, and earth. You have got all 5 elements. I'll point them out before we're done. But your soul, the point of view, the voice of the soul, is this is the beginning of something, darling. Just take the ace. You don't worry about it. Take the ace, right? Take 4, because what have they got? They are coming in with the Page of Swords. They're going to make the overture. They're going to find it. But do understand, if this is your reading, that there are some hoops they have to jump through, and they do have to keep themselves protected. Like, why? We will see in the extended, but we're not done yet. We got one more card to hit the table here. But just to point out, you have got, let's do it in order, you have got spirit, air, water, earth, and fire, all 5. They have got spirit, fire, earth, and fire. Wanted to say earth, wind, and fire, but you know, you can't bend the probability curve once it's already on the table. This is a very interesting read, and there is love here. There is love here. Well, there is passion here, really. The strength, the Leo card, as everybody always says, and that's true. All right, let me just check overall. By the way, in the extended read, when all the cards are on the table at the end, I do a full element breakdown: fire, earth, air, water, spirit. It's really, really cool. Every time I do this, they upgrade me. They're like, now do this. So let's see. Spirit, 1, 2. Okay, only 2 major arcana cards. Fire, 1, 2, 3. So far, fire is your dominant. Water, 1, right? Only 1 water card here. Earth, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so a balance of fire and earth here. That does make sense for where you are. So the communication is on the low, as is the emotion right now. But go with it. All right, last card down. That's the Virgo in me. I wanna see the stats. Look, I did math for you. Be grateful and breathe. Okay, here we go. The Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts and Soulmate Contract Law. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract between them, who currently are active with the nature child archetype? I'm getting dehydrated. And their contract partner with the mentor archetype. Their perfect healing mantra, please. March 2021 or timeless. You've got greeting wellness. This is a long one, but it's a good one. I'm just going to read it out of the book. It's not even a whole page. Well, it's a whole page of teeny tiny, but I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had a little bit more coffee than water today. That's not good. I will take care of that. And isn't that exactly, this is exactly what this is about, greeting wellness. I think this might be a visceral empathic response to somebody watching this read, or if there's something stuck in your throat that's irritating you that you may need to express in some way, shape, or form. Greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. Breathe. When wellness is welcomed, you are taking responsibility for the upkeep and preservation of your body as your sacred vessel of spiritual growth. I mean, really, we are souls that are chosen to play these roles in these bodies. I mean, that is pretty high perspective, but truth nonetheless. In balance, you may come to see how endless wanting only creates more things to want. The two of you are in separation, most likely. When operating from patterns of instant gratification, you are likely chasing after happiness that is out of your reach as your body remains out of balance, right? It's like no matter how hard you run, you're exhausted and the thing keeps slipping away. This is resolved by learning how to care for the body physically, emotionally, energetically, and nutritionally. As your life comes into greater balance, you will likely sense true happiness, not as the end result of specific outcomes. I hear you, I hear what you're saying, but as the energy created by taking the time to truly care for yourself. This is about Taurian self-care, valuing yourself not more than the other person or more than this relationship, but if you get the quantum entanglement of a soul contract, the more you do this for yourself, the more you're supporting them. It's just how it works. What the bleep do we know? Watch the movie. This mantra is ideal for cultivating self-love, improving self-worth, and letting go of compulsive tendencies. Now, I don't know about the compulsive tendency part of this on that, but I will say there is a real balancing going out here. You both, I think, want the same thing. You're just undecided. You totally get the balance here, right? You get that balance of the air. Like, you really have that. You have the ability to kind of manipulate this in your head. And you really are thinking about, is there, maybe that's part of this, is there this equal balance? But because you've got that, and the first word here, balance, is the key to a life of infinite miracles. Now that mantra, if you work it, like you may not say it all day one, but that's that kind of thing. If you really work that out, I mean, a mantra with the manipulation card, just do it. Just do it. I never told people what to do, but I'm going to say that's like literally on the table. And as far as they go, it feels like they've got the fire to do it. But this has to be brought into a bit more of an individual balance. They've got these hoops to jump through, and they want to. They want to, believe me. Heracles, a path of personal empowerment, really. But perhaps they need to withhold some of that passion in order to do this. So hang in there. I don't see a lot of communication going on here between the two of you, but balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. And if you want that in this contract, you can't go wrong. But certainly work that mantra, and remember that your innocence here is allowed to hope, right? Get yourself grounded, feet in the sand, in the grass, even if it's in boots, if it's cold, right? Go hug a tree, go hug a rock, go hug one of your fur family, talk to them. Let that open up inside of you, because your soul is saying, we're off to the races, kid. And their soul is saying, hi, ready? May the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract, March 2021, or timeless, that they may heal, that they may grow, that they may learn, that they may manifest the well-being of all in alignment with the golden timeline for the well-being of all on planet Earth. As the loving soulmate here, this contract comes together under grace and in perfect ways, in balance, and a key to a life of infinite miracles incarnate. So would it be. So it is. Worth it. If you want the extended, links down below. Gonna drink a gallon of water, I think, and then do part 2 of this. If you want my book, go check it out. It's really good. I could talk about it forever, and I can, but won't. Not right here, right now. And if you want a tarot party with me, check the links. Every Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, but we'll certainly add more dates. I'm thinking of doing one Friday night a month. That could be fun. Drinkies. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very best, right? Like, subscribe, all that if you wanna. But wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this nature child mentor greeting wellness contract, March 2021, or timeless whenever you are watching this, my darlings. Hail. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.